And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Let's go ahead and talk to Nanimo here, Sultana. Now, Sultana's duty. Nanimo seems lost in thoughts of the past. Yeah, we just had a vision of the past, too. So, experience and guild, let's accept. We must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultan sworn for long, and there are other places that I would visit. To the Azarian Odyssey. Alright, let's go. We need to go back to the main hall. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Get on over here. Got lots of cards. Triple tribe matches I need to do. One day, maybe. Who knows? Alright, little princess. With the calamity threat, Rubian led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Cartaninu, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Luswix would have the power to rouse the 12. Since that day, I have made a custom of visiting this shrine during each of my little excursions. Here, seek the blessing of Thal, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You are rightly celebrated as a champion because you have led the line in the 100 battles for the good of Azora. Much the same way, I believe the measure of monarch lies in how she leads her people in times of adversity. If I am to be Sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the trouble facing Olaf. I have chosen my path, Tickman. With Alamahigo now freed from imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Already, many displaced Almahians seek to begin the long trek home. To facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution, Artisans School to Ragar's Reach, for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive. This time, the Older Treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. Alright, what will I say? Option 1. Might you ask a member of the syndicate for advice? Option 2. Why not seek the advice of one who employs refugees? Ooh, that'd be good. Because they know what the refugees need. Or dot dot dot. Let's go with why not seek the advice of one who employs refugees? A wise suggestion. Mayhap a visit to the Gold Saucer is in order. Its proprietor is a member of the syndicate. He is one of the few who pay refugees a fair wage. I wonder, are you acquainted with Godbert Vanderbilt? Godbert? Yes, I am. Then I need not explain his eccentric nature. Let us make our way to the landing, and I will see that word is sent to the Gold Saucer. Godbert should be only too glad to receive us. Right, to the Gold Saucer. But before, let's see if we can't get us a card. Yeah. La 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 la. Ooh, we got 2 cards to get. What are we doing? Chaos and Ascension. Return. Ooh, this is an awful hand. We'll take that though. +1, 7, 8. Got a 10. Can't take it, so we'll just put that there. +2. Oh, because of the red symbol there. What if we take this? Eight, 8, 8, 8, 8. Boom, I win. And I got no card. Alright, we're moving on. Speak with Nanimo at the airship landing. I'll get to the airship landing. No. Maybe we'll take this little shard right here. Airship landing right there. There we go. Hello, Nanimo. I have ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Gold Saucer. I must confess to some excitement. Is she leaving her city? What? Alright, next we gotta speak with her at the Gold Saucer. Let's head on over there. With them businessmen, I'm out of here. Watch me disappear right in front of your eyeballs. Now, where is this little one? There she is. I had heard descriptions of its splendor, yet I never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. No, no, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. Godbert will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations. Gaudy? Ain't nothing gaudy about this. Where is this place at we're headed? To the lounge. Cannot fly in here, so we just gotta run. Oh, she's up. Up, up, up. Can I get up here? Yeah, buddy. Look at that shortcut. I believe this is where we are to meet, Lord Vanderbilt. Shall we sit while we await his coming? Sure. Sit down. There he is. My apologies, Your Grace. I have kept you waiting. No apologies are necessary, Godbert. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available at such short notice. My son's good friend and the Sultana's herself come calling. There is no more important engagement. As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Thale. You are aware, I am sure, that many of the Alamahinos displaced sons and daughters long return to their newly liberated homeland. And you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use your nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. Use our nation's wealth. What advice have you for me on the matter of how it might best be distributed? unusual circumstances of our meeting and your Grace's choice of companion it suggests to me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice to you is stop. Taxing Odin's wealth to save Almahigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition? Most empathetically. I agree with your grace that the refugees must have housing and employment, but what profit is there for Odin in this arrangement? Profit after all you have done for Albania displaced? I thought you the very last person to seek to benefit from their misfortune. Forgive me, Grace, but you appear to be laboring under a misapprehension. It is a fine endeavor to support one's fellow man. Fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then begin to rely upon it, to expect it. Bam! That's what's happening in the USA right now. All these welfare people talking about some reparations. That's all they know. Oh, sorry, back to the story. And then we must consider others own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear you spending the nation's coin, not to improve their lot, but to nature the distant citizens of Alamago, it is unlikely they will applaud you for your generosity. Surely it is not your grace's intentions to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill. Indeed, then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self sufficiencies, while it's along serving the interests of the people of Oda. Exactly so. Such an arrangement would create a far more equitable relationship with the returning Almahicans, even as it generates the revenue required to win the approval of your subjects. You have given much to ponder, Lord Maniville. I thank you for your candor. That's it. Sultan's duties complete. XP and Gil is all mine. And that's what we're going to call it for today. So, thanks for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow for another quest. Until then, y'all take care.